Okay, so putting Alden coilover shocks in your 66 GTO. I'm going to take out the shock. Notice how, oh, can you even see that? Okay, well, notice how on this one, the shock bolts have to be drilled out. That one looks a little elongated to begin with, but they got to be drilled out to 3/8. That's the first place you need to start. Watch your gas lines, watch everything, make sure you're not hitting anything. Drill it out so you can get a 3/8 bolt in it and mount the attaching bracket. I'll show you that in the next video. Okay, Doc's Pontiac garage installing a rear sway bar. And turns out that the holes aren't quite 1/2 inch. I'm using QA1 control arms. They're really, really nice control arms, and they give you a 1/2 inch bolt hole. So let's keep it 1/2 inch, folks. If it's 1/2 inch, it means your bar should be able to hold 1/2 inch. And the coilover shocks came out pretty nice, but we're working on a sway bar, so we're just going to open these holes up to 1/2 inch, and I chose 3-inch bolts to hold them together. Rear sway bar 66 and 7 Pontiac Le Mans GTO. All right, so Doc's Pontiac garage putting tubular A-arm with Alden, an American Alden coilover shocks. Front tubular A-arms. Everything's still mocked in there right now, but I wanted to show you what I got. You will have to knock off the bottom shock nubs to get your shock to sit the way it should. I guess, yeah, where it should. And then, you know, it's a picnic the whole way through. Had to drill out the spindle, that top bolt. You know, a lot of work here. A lot of work here. Now we're going to go rip the other side apart because we found out, tech tip from Doc, when you do this suspension, you don't need to do one side at a time. They give you enough room, believe it or not, to get in there on your shock with your coilover. Not much room. Anyway, that's what they give you. That's how it's looking if you want a mock assembly picture. Spindle. Was able to use one factory bolt. Sorry about the glare. Coming in this way. You can look at it like this. Anyway, that's it, folks. Doc's Pontiac garage, front right passenger spindle, 66, 67 Pontiac. Caliper's going to end up on the back. And we'll talk to you soon. Doc's Pontiac garage. Install a factory sway bar and Alden coilover shocks. Nightmares. Nightmares when you sleep. Nightmares when you're awake. Nightmares. Had to use a come along the rear end. Things happened. Things went down. And we still don't know how the clearance is on the shock to, you know, it's close. But anyway, it's installed. And unless they sold the wrong parts, it's done. Rear box control arms. Alden coilover shocks and a factory rear sway bar. Doc's Pontiac garage. Hope you like me if you like me. And we'll catch you. Alden coilover shocks. Kicking it out with a factory sway bar. Knocking it 100% over. Hitting it out with the pipes exhaust. Quad stickers. Dual slingers. And a turbo 350 from hell. Coming up front, tubular A-arms with Splotskins, Hotchkins, Alden, I don't know what it's called, but it's something. Anyway, in assembly, disassembly mode, nothing locked in, nothing locked out. Kicking it down with a little bit of Aussie. And that's how it's looking from a distance. Cool car, man. Guy's got a real cool car. Whoever built it must have been really cool. Yeah, right. Anyway, it is a pretty thing, isn't it? Anyway, Doc's Pontiac garage. Next up is 67. Shelled. Catch it.